Come on, Fracker, try me. Oh, are you kidding me? This week we're talking about Battlestar Galactica. Not the one from the 70s, the one from 2003. That one. Battlestar Galactica was about humanity running from impending doom. That sounds really depressing. Battlestar Galactica was a show that started in 2003 with a miniseries and then came back in 2004 with a regular series and lasted until 2009 with 4 seasons under its belt. It starred some really amazing people. And I don't want to start naming names because it will get really, really fracking crazy and then you'll just get confused and be like, what the hell was this video about? We have the Cylons, who were once robots and servants to the humans, but the humans started to not treat them as equals and instead really treating them as inferiors, and the Cylons just really didn't like that. So they bombed them. And when the Cylons did nuke the humans ran, and whatever humans got to Galactica, they were the only ones left, which ended up being, I believe, only a little over 30,000, I think was the last count. The cool thing about Battlestar Galactica was that it made you question what humanity really was. Are we the greatest people in the world? Were we superior to all other beings? Or are we just really, really shitty excuses for a jumble of atoms put together? Our main players in this were the Admiral and the President, the Admiral being William Adama and the President being Laura Roslin. Now, they were played by pretty fantastic people, but like I said, I'm not going to go into specifics on who was who and who was played by who because there's way too many people. But it showed really strong women, and I always appreciate that in a television show because I feel it's made into a comedy aspect now, and I'm so not down with that. The strongest woman being Laura Roslin, who was told she had cancer way back in the miniseries, and then was told by a priestess who was on board the Galactica that there was such thing as a dying leader who would lead them onto a home world that they would never see. That place being Earth, which is where the kicker came in because it was pretty cool. What do you mean Earth? We're already here. Not what you think. Battlestar Galactica had its flaws, and whenever I tell people to watch it, I always say skip the second half of the 4th season because you'll just be like, what? What? However, it did merit some really, really thought-provoking things in its entire run, and there were things like a Cylon pregnancy, that a robotic Cylon person and a human were able to create a baby, and her name was Hera, and that was a huge storyline. Who were the real Cylons? And I always say, also, before you start watching the show, don't look for spoilers because it will totally ruin it for you. And I think it was one thing when you hear people marathoning through it, and that's really fun and interesting to do, but there were also all of us who were just watching it and waiting every week to watch another episode who were just like, ugh, at every turn. But the only thing that I didn't like about season 4.5 was that they changed everybody's backstories. Like, especially Laura Roslin's. Laura Roslin, her backstory got the biggest shift. I'm still pissed off about her backstory. And I love the show so much, as you can tell by my dog tags, that are personalized, by the way, and my Colonial Blaster. Pretty sweet. My favorite thing about Battlestar Galactica, through it all, is that it was so thought-provoking, and it made you question what it was to be human. Is it about what we think? Is it about what we believe? Is it about what pumps through these veins? What is it? Cylons wanted to be human more than anything in the entire universe. And I want to know, what do you think? Question to you is very philosophical this time, by the way. It is humanity all it's cracked up to be? I'm not suggesting anything, Doctor. If I want to throw a baby out of an airlock, I'll do it.